Okay, so in this video we're going to look at some examples. So accompanying today's topic, there's a zip file you can download with a bunch of files in it, and those are .py files, so Python programs that I've already created for you. .txt would be a text file, and .ppt would be a PowerPoint. Make sure when you download it, you unzip it. So right-click and extract all, or something similar, depending on what machine you are working on. If you just open them from within the zip file, they probably won't work. They might do, but I'm not sure they will. And when you do that, this is what they should look like. So you should have something like that. Okay, you can just run the program, the first one, by double-clicking it, but what happens is it will start up a shell. I'll just show you that. It starts up a shell, runs the program, and then the shell closes down. So that's we can't see what's going on. We're going to fix that later on, but instead, to get that first one running, at least let's open it up in idle. So I'm going to do File, Open, Control-O, go to the folder, select the first one, and there you are. You can see that it's just as we saw before, it's just printing Hello World. And then to run it, you can click from the menus, run module, or just press F5. It's really worth learning these keyboard shortcuts, actually, because it will save you a lot of time. So run module is the same as hitting F5. And what that does is it goes to the shell, it opens the program up in the shell, and it runs it in the shell. So we can see what the output is. And you can see it's just printing out Hello World. Okay, so that's what it looks like. That's what the file looks like. We hit F5 and we get that output. Now, it's a bit of a boring program because it only ever does one thing, and the output never changes regardless of what we do. So what I've done is given you a few more examples in the zip file to give a flavor of what else we can achieve later on in the course. I'm going to go through those. So there's a couple of text analysis examples. There's a few file management examples, and a GUI, graphical user interface example. Let's have a look at those then. These ones actually can run by double-clicking, so I'm going to do that just to save time. So the first one, lorem counts. It's taking a bit of text. Actually, I will open up this in idle. I can do. Let me show you how to do that as well. I can also go open with and choose. Find it if I can. There's idle. So I can use idle to open it this way, round, and there's the file open, just as if I'd done Control-O from within Python, from within idle. And there's the code. Now, you obviously won't understand that at the moment unless you've done a lot of Python, but you can see here there's a big chunk of text, and what it's doing is going to do an analysis of that text. So if I run that one, prints out the text that it's analyzing, and then it does a character count and a letter count and a word count. Okay, so very simple text analysis, but hopefully you can see that could be really powerful if you applied it to a massive chunk of text. The next program, let's have a look at that. It does something similar, but in this case, it's counting the word frequency. So it's seeing how many times each word occurs and then listing them in decreasing order of frequency. So the ones that occur the most first, and here are the top 10 words. I don't speak Latin, so I can't tell you what they mean. Okay, the next example is a file lister. This will list the files in a folder. If I run that, if I just hit return, it will just list the files in the current folder it's in. So there you are. You can see it's listing the 10 example files there, or you can use it to find other files. Here's one that does a line count. So this one does the same thing, but it's looking at all the files in the folder, and it's just counting the number of lines in each file. So you can see Hello World only has one line of code in it, whereas something like lorem word frequency is 56 lines of code. Okay, file search allows us to search through those files. So if I type in the word hello, it'll find it because we know that the word hello is in our Hello World example. If I type in hello world, hello in lowercase though, it won't find it because it's case sensitive. Okay, so those are just some examples of what you can do with text analysis and file listing, we will meet those in other lectures later on in the module. And one of the last lectures we're going to look at is using graphical user interfaces, what are called GUIs. And this example is just a sort of prototype pizza ordering example. So if you were writing maybe an app for a phone for a pizza company, this is the kind of thing you might start to work with. So you can choose the type of pizza you want, and then you can choose the extra topping. And what you'll see is the shell is printing out what the chosen pizza is, and the total price, as I change it, look at the bottom of this, the total price is changing to reflect that. Okay, so we'll see all these things later on in the course. You should be able to do all of these things a bit later on.